start by stating your name, your profession, and possibly what year you graduated.
Gary Suson, Barrington High School graduate, professional photographer in New York City.
What was it like for you, stepping into your own high school for the first time? What was that experience like?
I actually got a little emotional when I drove in through the stadium side, and I actually got a little choked up, and I wasn't prepared for that because I used to come out of those doors. I played for the soccer team, and I was on the swim team, and so when I drove up, I got really emotional. I felt like I hadn't left Barrington High School. I never left, you know.
Is there anything specifically, like other than the stadium, maybe that really took you by surprise?
Yeah, sure. The security was like as strong as the World Trade Center in New York. It was pretty intense. And then I saw the gates that go down for where I guess that's where the academic teachers have their offices. That was really intense. I've never seen anything like that. But I think it's necessary, and obviously it's a result of all the school shootings that have gone on in the last decade. But I was very shocked to see that.
So going off a little bit about that, have you covered like mass shootings?
No. I was the official photographer at Ground Zero for the New York City Fire Department after the September 11 attacks at the World Trade Center. So I was there for 7 months, and I was the only one allowed to document all areas of Ground Zero, above and below Ground Zero. So that's about the only tragedy that I really I don't want to cover any more tragedies.
So is there any piece of advice that you would offer current CHS students who want to pursue journalism, photography, that's like storytelling?
Yeah, focus on your craft. You have to really geek out on your craft. Stay away from, not stay away from, but don't make social media, Twitter, Instagram, social media, the focus of your existence. Because every time you're playing around on social media, you're not focusing on your craft. Social media plays an important role in today's society, granted, but I really think my advice to the students would be to focus heavily on your craft. Practice your craft instead of living vicariously every day through other people's lives on social media.
Is there anything else, lesson-wise, that you wish you would have known at the beginning of your career that you do?
Not really. I grew up in Barrington Hills. I was lucky to grow up in a very nice home. My neighbors were all well-to-do, so I thought it'd be real easy to go to New York and become successful. Everyone's successful in Barrington. Just leave here and go become a millionaire. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't matter what family you come from, rich or poor. You have to go out and you have to make your way. You have to pay your dues. You have to struggle. That's the part of being a journalist, a photographer. You know, there's no easy street. There's no fast track to success. You know, I had so many garbage jobs in New York City before I became the official photographer at Ground Zero, and each of those, when I say garbage, I mean, you know, anything that's not your career is garbage. You know, but each of those jobs, they played a role somehow in of the growth of me as an artist. So every job you have, you may not know it, but it's somehow shaping and forming, you know, the person that you're going to become.
Do you have any takeaways when you went to BHS that you, like lessons you learned that you carry to this day?
Yeah, you know, I was not super popular or trendy. I wasn't one of the super popular people. And I remember at the time I felt kind of like inferior. And I used to watch, you know, all the popular people. And that process forced me to really focus on my photography. And I lived and I ate and I breathed photography. I turned inward. I was an introvert. And success in high school is a big predictor, I think, of future success. But being popular is not. You know, I didn't have many friends at Barrington High School, but when I was a senior in Barrington High School, I won the highest award of any photographer in the United States, right here out of this school. I won the Kodak Medallion in the National Scholastics Art and Writing Awards, and I won 2 gold keys, and I had my images flown to New York and displayed at the World Trade Center. If students, being a high school student is, it's a growth experience. You're being formed, it's forming the future for you, and don't let everything that happens in the walls of the high school make you think that that's the predicator, the predictor, whatever you want to say, for future success. Focus on the art, that's all you got to do.